Well, Lane Stadium is certainly stunned. Boston College dodges the upset. Like the other three losses by number 2 teams, this game came down to the final seconds, and it was a completely different football game in the last 4 from the first 56 minutes.
Yeah, well, first of all, like I told you, there was plenty of time for Boston College, right? But I'll tell you what, this game showed me a couple things. Number one, Boston College coming in here as the number 2 team. They didn't play a great ball game, but they did what championship teams have to do. You got to find ways to win. You got to get it done when the game's on the line. And then for Matt Ryan as an individual, Heisman-type guy, he proved it tonight. I mean, he showed, because his supporting cast is not a great cast around him, and those last couple drives, he was spectacular.
Well, a few things really stood out to me here tonight. It was one of the deals where it's my first night game at Lane Stadium, very intense, very emotional. They came in, and they withstood the pressure of the crowd. The wide receivers at Boston College didn't show up for the first 3 quarters. They showed up in the fourth quarter. Matt talked about it after the game when he said our receivers went out and made some plays. Matt Ryan scrambling around. He's not the fastest guy on the field, but the guy bought time for his receivers to get open 4 or 5 different occasions on that last drive. I mean, the guy was unbelievable at buying time and not giving up and just going for the field goal, but keeping his eyes downfield for the touchdown.
And they shut out until the final few minutes. They drive 90-plus yards for a touchdown, and then Jagosinski elects, despite the fact that he had 2 timeouts, to use an onside kick. Right. And Josh Morgan, he's one of the receivers for the Hokies, on the hand seam up there, couldn't quite collect the ball short of the 10-yard mark.
He did the right thing. You're taught to go get the ball, make a decision, go for the ball. Morgan probably makes that play 9 out of 10 times. Just didn't do it tonight.
And you would have expected a wide receiver to be able to make that play, and this is the touchdown. Matt Ryan buying time, but never left his eyes from downfield. Finds Callender in the back of the end zone. The Hokie defense kind of took a little bit of a break on that scramble, and they get the touchdown.
Which you can understand, guys, because when a quarterback is moving that far and that hard to the other side of the field, the likelihood of him being able to throw back across the field, across his body like that deep, is not good. Jags takes a blow. The offensive lineman, he goes down to the QB.
He didn't mind. He's all smiles. Ryan, you can see, far more effective in the last 2 drives than he was the first 12 drives of the ball game. This has repercussions. Obviously, BC continues to have command of its division in the ACC. They could get a rematch with the Hokies in Jacksonville. This loss doesn't really hurt Sean Glennon and the Hokies' chances. It's a painful loss for sure for the guy forced into starting duty with the injury to Taylor, who's expected back pretty soon. But for the national championship, Chase, you have to ask yourself the question. The computers will continue to like BC. The pollsters, though, what do you think? Would you continue to vote BC number 2 if you had them 2 coming in? They didn't quite handle this team nearly as easily as, say, number 3 LSU did earlier in the year.
I have not had them that high with my ballot. Right. I've had them at 10. I mean, I really have been waiting to see this football game, to see what kind of character and team they had. I got to tell you, I'm on the bandwagon, man. To come in here with the character that they had, they deserve to be number 2 in the country right now. Impressive win.
I'm impressed with them, too. Now, I saw LSU last week. I still think, to me, they're the best team that I've seen in person, but they didn't look as good the last couple weeks as they did September 8th when they played Virginia Tech. So a lot of things changed during the course of the season. I still think what BC did tonight was impressive because they came in here and they stole one at the end in a game that they were pretty much outplayed for a good portion of the game.
And for a rookie head coach in college football, Jagosinski does a good job. It's very narrow focus, very businesslike, very matter-of-fact. You wonder if his Eagles can keep it together now for 4 more regular season ACC wins against teams that all have winning records and then win a conference championship game. If they can do all that, who knows? It could be one of the longest of long shots in a championship. Long way to go, but they cleared a major hurdle here tonight in Lane Stadium with a dramatic rally for the ages.